Hello and welcome to the live stream. My name is Pamela Stewart and I'm an author of young adult science fiction and fantasy. And today we're going to write. We're going to write like we mean it. We're going to write. We're going to write like we mean it. Let's do the cabbage patch. I don't know. Here, starting the lawnmower. Kind of do the pregame prep here, because this is serious business. This is NaNoWriMo, friends. Camp NaNoWriMo is the most important, well, I'd say it's got like an event feel to it, so it kind of gets you motivated to get more done. And it's a group event, because so you get the synergy of all the other people writing at the same time as you and encouraging you. So I'm feeling excited and happy to be here with you today. How is everyone doing? Say hello in the comments. Hello, hello, hello. Ah, someone asked me if I got coffee. No, I just got high on life. I do have lavender. I'm changing up my drink today. This is lavender lemon. Lavender lemon. So I'm trying it out. It's a little lighter, fruitier. Sort of like me, a little fruity. The cats have been napping all day, so this should be fun. I hope everyone, how is your projects going this week? How is your NaNoWriMo going? I again realized that I have scheduled too many things. Well, hello, Miss Brenda. Hello, Miss Barb. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Oh, Levin. Yeah, my Cassie's here too. All right. And it is actually very good. Oh, hey, Chris. Hey. You must have wrangled the little one and got him to settle down so you can get some writing in. Rock on. I had a birthday party for my little grandbaby. He is 1 year old. And I got to do that yesterday. So that is why I did not do my live stream. But I thought that was important enough to postpone, but I'm still here for you. I'm still enjoying getting those words in. So I did realize this week that that I, again, have scheduled too many things. I guess that is my bane. I think that's a lot of writers' biggest problem, is that they have so many huge desires and we want to get so many words done. And we're just looking for that next productivity hack that's going to take us to the next level. But it's just so difficult to actually accomplish that when you have to live a life and you have to do dishes and you have to work a job before your writing starts paying for itself. So again, I have overcommitted myself, and I was trying to write the new story as well as do the final edit on Cadet, which I thought that's never takes me that long. But of course, when your focus is split and you're working 8 to 10 hours a day, your productivity level goes down. So I think it's called context switching, is when you have to go from one type task to another. And some people it actually motivates and causes them to do more production. For me, it takes me a while to actually dig in and to like kind of marinate in the new story, or to remember where I was at in the old story. So, oh, it's up. Ah! I pre-ordered your book, Barb. I did find you. And I went out to your site and liked it and everything. I did the pre-order. Yay. Yeah, he's a cutie. I'm enjoying being a grandma way more than, no offense to anyone. But hey, Xanthi, what is up? Welcome to the live stream. I am so happy. I'm glad everyone is hale and hearty and avoiding the humidity and rain and the heat and all those terrible summer things. But yeah, I've recommitted to doing one project. So I'm going to get Cadet done, and that is my primary goal. I'm listening to it right now. So you'll find when we do the first stream, I'll be kind of muting out a little bit so I can listen to it. But I'm trying to, and it's amazing how many little words that you miss whenever you're doing even final edits. Even Grammarly doesn't catch because like it's spelled correctly or something. So when you hear it spoken, then you find like the double words, everything that maybe the automatic grammar checker doesn't catch, or when you're reading that you automatically just smooth over. So I'm finding it's very helpful. I actually got through like 70 pages in 2 hours, less than that. So we're this close. I'm supposed to sending in tomorrow. It might be Tuesday or Wednesday, but I am on the final steps of sending that to the editor. And after that, I'm going to turn full circle and I'm going to like dive into the Space Pirate story full on and with nothing holding me back. So tell me, how is your Nano going? Anyone want to share? Anyone working on a new project? Anyone getting some good epic word counts this week? Watching any good shows? I've been working a lot, so I have not done very much except for rewatch. I did rewatch Hamilton to get kind of, I just love it so hard. I love it so much. It's so motivating. So I kind of put that on in the background as I was doing other chores. Yay. Everything's exciting. I gotta say, this is fun. I love doing the live streams. I'm so happy to see everyone. Yay! Yeah, the Nano site just not as fun. As it used to be. I'm happy to be buddies with everyone, but it's just not as, I don't know. I think they do need a big revamp of that site because I find these live streams are actually way more motivating and exciting to do than to go out there anymore. But I do like the event feel of having the NaNoWriMo and having a goal. I don't know if I'm going to hit my 30K by the end of the month, but I'm going to start back in on the 15th, and I'm going to at least do my normal word count. And so we'll see where I land by the end of the month. Worst case scenario, I'll finish the short story in August, and that's not bad. And then by that time, I'll get Cadet back with the editor's edits. Then I'll be able to get it ready for beta reads. Yay! Takes me a year to get a book out. So crazy. You know what? That's fantastic. Yay! Yay, Brenda, getting stuff done. You don't have to do Nano to get stuff done. I'm excited. One thing I have been doing, and this was fun, I got some of I have way too many writer's books, like way too many. And so I rotate them out because I can't show them all at the same time. But I found my whole series. And this is when I first started writing. I started reading these. And they were from Writer's Digest. And I remember I would go to Borders like every couple of weeks and get a new one, and I'd read it. And then I literally, well, some of these I like more than others, obviously. And I left like tons of little like flags so I would know. And then like I highlighted areas so I could find what I liked. And I don't know, it's kind of cool to find things like this. And I don't know if I'll ever, I mean, most of these are like the basic, builder blocks. Things like plotting and stuff I do read over, but this stuff I don't really go back into too much. But Borders was my favorite. And I don't know, Barnes & Noble just doesn't have the same. Yay, yeah, Brenda's doing it, man. Oh my God, she did 12K. Barb, you are a rock star. Borders. We need a Borders back. No, I mean, I like Schuler's a lot out in, it's the local bookstore. It's up in East Lansing, and there's one, I think, in Grand Rapids, if I'm not mistaken. They do a lot of writers events, and it's, I'm Amazing. It's got the similar vibe, but not quite the same. And it's a little bit further from my house. But I still love it. It's still got some of the good. And, you know, a bookstore is always going to soothe my soul. But Borders was the best. And that's when I actually started writing. I did most of my first writing. I did my first writers group, Coffee and Pain, in the Borders Cafe. And I actually still kind of trade stuff with one of the gals that was in the group. And yeah, she doesn't write as much anymore. I mean, I kind of took it more seriously, you know, sooner. I don't know if she's ever going to do it. She was a good writer, but she never did go very forward with her writing as I decided to. Oh, yeah. Yeah, somebody's seeing my cat do he's doing photo bombs of me. He has an issue with drawers, and so I left one open so that we keep him distracted. But we'll see. We'll see if he takes the bait and he stays placated while we're trying to get a writing sprint in. Well, I'm proud of everyone. Good job, Brenda and Barb, getting stuff done this week. I'm amazed and awed by your productivity. I think we should call you Miss Bodas from now on. Miss Brenda Bodas. It's fantastic. Yeah, I do miss Borders. And the one in Ann Arbor was epic. The one in Brighton was actually very good as well, which that's the one I haunted the most. So many good memories. Well, we need to get to creating and making our own books, to create our own worlds and our own, that will someday be displayed on bookstores or in virtual bookstores. That was a bad segue, but let's get to writing, because this is what it's about. Sunday writing sprint. Robotic. All right, get excited, get focused, get your Word or other Google Docs or whatever you're using, get your keyboard hot, ladies and gentlemen of the audience. Oh my goodness, I'm getting so good at this. So we're going to start out with 15 minutes because that is a good warm-up sprint. Gets us into the groove. And I will be checking the messages. So if anyone has any comments or anything. Oh. I love you even more now, Barb. Borders had a vibe, man. I don't know what they did different, but it just made you want to come in. And I would literally go there with my kids. We have memories of going together as a family and just sitting there in the cafe. And I would leave with an armful of books pretty much every week. I was in the club. I have a basket. Let's see. I'll show it to you after this sprint, but one of my good friends, right before it closed down, we bought one of their book baskets, and I still put books in it just so I can have it up on the shelf and keep that little memory alive. All right, enough talk. As Mulan says, let's get down to business. Yeah. So sad. Amazon has its pluses, but you don't get to browse the same way. You just don't have that community. You don't see someone else standing in the next aisle picking up a book. You don't run across gyms, you know, like I would love to go to the writer section and I'd be like, oh my God, I didn't know it existed until I went to the writer section that week, and there it was. or I'd make a plan to come back the next week because I'd already bought too many books that week. So good. All right. Everybody ready? 15 minutes on the clock. Let us together into the fray we go. On your mark, get set, sprint. It's time. How did you guys do? And for those of you who came late, welcome to the live stream. I'm so glad you came. Welcome to the live stream. I'm so glad you came. We're going to get some epic writing done. We're going to set it on fire. So be prepared to put out your keyboards. Local musicians and poets. Oh, borders my heart. Harry Potter parties, the mochas. I knew people in the staff. It was like, there was one cashier. There's actually two cashiers I knew really good, to the point where they would recognize me in other places and say hi, and they knew my kids. So sweet. And I watch my kids grow up. So how did we do? Anyone get any good word counts? I got up to page 73 on listening to, found a couple more little extra words and awkwardly phrased things. So I'm hoping to get to 100 by the end of this live stream or more, and then 200 by the end of the night. And then somehow get to 200 more tomorrow. Maybe not. I think I'm over planning again. Do you guys ever do that? Listen to your book? Oh my God, you wrote a scene for book 2. Amazing. Yay! We got a new scene that wasn't even in existence before. I am so excited. I'm happy that Rose over there was adding, welcome Rose, and so good to see you again. Adding some great memories from the Borders, because Borders was the best. Are you listening to your book too? Yeah, you listen to your books. I don't always do that until the very end, but this time I'm doing it even before I send it to the first editor. Because it's amazing how many little things you miss. Anyone else get some epic numbers? Show me what I'm working with here, kids. You know, you came in really late. I know, I saw you. But the next one, you're going to kill it, Allie. I know you. You got it in you to, greatness is within you, child. Which could unleash. 3 paragraphs. Rock on with your bad self. Oliver is not impressed, though. I'm sorry to say. I am super impressed, but my cat, not so much. At least he's not attacking me. He did make an appearance during the last sprint, and I had to deter him. So I am planning for next week. I'm actually taking a real vacation, which is the first one I've had in like a long, long time. I'm just going up to the UP. I live in Michigan, and I'm going to the UP right about here. I'm just got an Airbnb that, you know, it's going to be very isolated. I just wanted to see, there's these beautiful waterfalls and pictured rocks and different things. So I'm going to do that. I honestly usually always go to writers' conferences or self-improvement things. I went to see Tony Robbins, you know, and I went to the 10-minute novelist convention. I went to 20 books to 50K. Those are the things I've been going to, but I haven't went somewhere and it's not been about writing or self-improvement. So this is actually going to be just a detox. And I usually say, well, I'm on vacation, I'm going to write, I'm going to get all this stuff done. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let my brain rest, and I'm going to think about what the next step in my journey of writing and working and trying to make a go of being a full-time writer is going to be. And I think having the time away from my normal environment will be probably good. But I will be doing another live stream, not on the weekend, but sometime the week after, and also in the last week before Nano. Oliver is cute. Thank you. Yeah. I've never been, I know I'm a bad Michigander because I've only basically crossed the Big Mac bridge once and just to say, I've crossed the bridge, I'm in the UP. I've never actually explored up there and seen the sights, and I know it's going to be epic. So I'm very excited. Yeah, it's going to be good because with this, everything that's been going on in the world, and I love my writing. It is actually my solace, but it's a pressure as well to do it right and do it with everything I have in me. But it's like I feel worn to the. I want to be positive on these live streams and encourage people. But this last week at my day job, I mean, I do elections and accounting, just to throw it out there, and it's been very draining. It's a tough time, and I just don't want to do it. And I'd rather be home writing. So it's been a challenge, but I am overcoming, and I'm getting, once Cadet's out, and I'm planning the next book in the series and the short story. I'm just excited. And something else I'm going to do. Do you guys write when you're on vacation? Do you try to get some words down? Because I found that it's not very productive. So what I am going to do is, because I'm not sure how much internet we're going to have, I'm going to bring a couple books. This is Celtic Myths and Legends, and it looks really, really good. And then here's another one. This is the one I got from Borders too. But that's how long it's been. I haven't read the whole thing. The Red-Haired Girl from the Bog. And it's like also Celtic myth and spirit. So I think my next series after this last sci-fi book, the third book, doesn't mean it's going to end, but I've always wanted to write fantasy, like epic YA fantasy, like Sarah J. Maas without the super sexy scenes, maybe, or maybe a couple of like sensual scenes. But I mean, I don't go to that. I don't go that. It's not in YA. If I ever write adult, then I will. But yeah, yay, vacation. But I'm hoping if this might spark some ideas for a future series, and maybe I'm going to bring some craft books, because that is encouraging to me. And it's not like it's just more to get those little synapses popping. Well, I'm happy that everyone is starting to get words in. So that was just our warm up. Oh, and what other books what do you do to prep for a new series or new books? Do you read research books? Do you go online? Do you talk to experts? I know for one of my first books, Crazy Sexy Genie, I actually went and interviewed a professor at U of M who was in archaeology, so I could get inside knowledge, because it was about, a student at U of M finding a genie in a piece of artifact. And I wanted to know how accurate, what my estimate of like what the life was like of doing it and being on campus. Because I didn't go to U of M, but I just, they have an excellent, I guess, archaeology department. And they have a good Egyptology section. So I thought, I just put those two together. And anyways, I've done everything up and to interviewing people. So what do you do to research for your new books? And characters? Okay, characters and environment. Yeah, I actually like movie characters. I do like, not so much a vision board, but I like print out pictures. Like the lead character, and again in the Genie book, it's a good example. I use a lot of techniques like that. Jonathan Rhys Meyers, the guy that was in The Tudors, he was sort of the model for the Genie, and I just love his eyes. He's just got some crazy blue eyes, and he was sort of my template for that. So I like to get an idea of what my character's template is, or maybe like an archetype almost, and kind of go with that. So that's another way I get ready for a new book series, or that's how the ideas start popping. Or I get inspired by like a TV series. Like I really got into Doctor Who about 5 or 6 years ago, like huge into the new Doctor Who with David Tennant. And that inspired a book called In Harm's Way, which is another one I never published, but it was a lot of fun to write. It was a time travel with a character that was similar to the Time Lords. And I really enjoyed it. I visualize people and places. Okay, the places are important too. Sometimes places are inspirational. Like the U of M placement was because I had went up there a few times and sat on their campus, and it just I felt like there was a story there. It was like a place I wanted to share with the world. Yes, that's a good idea. Like Pinterest. Other books sometimes inspire me, give me ideas. So I'm definitely going to be doing some reading while I'm gone, and hopefully just absorbing some good nature. I know when I'm doing, my books are available on Amazon, and they're mostly YA sci-fi fantasy. And the link is actually in the comment or in the description for my Amazon page, I believe. But and then I have some free stories available as well. Documentaries. Okay. All right. We have to talk now. Which are your favorites? Because I watch things about the Vikings all the time, and that's another one I want to dig into. It's like they were such interesting, like such an interesting time period. And the women were very powerful, more so than in any other culture that I've found. And thanks. Yeah, that's where it is. I try to link it on there when I set up the live stream, but that doesn't mean it always works. But those are the ones I actually published. But my first series was a YA sci-fi, and it was near future about an android and a girl. It was based on that was a song. That was a song. It based Coin Operated Boy by Amanda Palmer. It's not the nicest song, but there's lyrics in it that really inspired me. It was basically, it was a boy that basically she had created in the song that he couldn't hurt her because he was so perfect. Like he had been created just to love her. And I'm like, wouldn't it be cool if somebody was just created to be like your perfect match, and maybe they're not so much, or maybe they have a mind of their own. And that's how my character Den and Ionia came into being. So, and then I said that, I'm like, where would be a cool place that would be very different in about 75 to 100 years? And I'd be like, Antarctica. So I put my young teenager with her android boyfriend in Antarctica, and then I let hijinks ensue. Huzzah. And for anybody, if you like these live streams, I usually do more writing, but this is fun chatting. For anyone who's joined the live stream who likes to do these, I do these weekly live streams, usually on Saturdays, but it's been a variable for the next few weeks. But please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. And then you'll get a notice. And if you hit the notification bell, you'll actually get a notice in your box that'll remind you when I'm going to be online, giving you inspiration. All right, I'm ready for another one. And I think we should do a longer one. I am feeling it. And this lavender tea, it's the shiznit superpower. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. And my cats are being good. So let's do this. If anyone has any suggestions, now speak now or forever hold your peace. All right, I'm going to do 25 minutes because that's a true Pomodoro. Unless I hear any objections from the audience. Crowbar is up, as I said in Home Alone. It should be fun. Yeah. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody. so true. It's like having little kids, honestly. When I had little kids, it was harder to get my sprints and stuff in. So it was all like, are they occupied? Are they watching a movie? What's going on? Time. It's time. All right. 25 on the clock. Prepare for productivity. Session 2. And I'm going to be muting again, but I'll unmute occasionally too. And I'll be checking on you. So keep your eyes on your own paper, kids. I'm watching. Get motivated. I want to feel the energy. Drink your caffeine if you so have some. If you don't, then just make it lavender tea, because that's awesome too. And I swear I'm not on any drugs. Okay, on your mark. Get set. Hit it. And that is time. So, how did everyone do? Did you get lots of words in? I'm excited to see your numbers. Let's see who is the queen or king of the live stream. And even if you're watching this later, hello and welcome. Please leave your numbers in the comments because I will check it and I will give you kudos and I will give you not 1, but 2 thumbs up as I drink tea or coffee. I actually had a lot of coffee today. I was dragging. I drink this mushroom coffee stuff, and I don't know if you guys ever heard of it, but it has cordyceps and different like brain, like a lion's mane and different mushroom blend with actual coffee. It's supposed to make your brain work better. And if nothing else, it gives me a nice caffeine buzz. So I don't know if my mind works better. Share your numbers. Put the numbers in the comments. Share your numbers. Join me in the conga line of numbers. Everyone write their numbers today. I can and I will. This is right above my computer. So hopefully it will inspire you here. I'm going to do like some 3D effects. I mean, I'm on a budget. So we're going to have to do this old school. Oh, yeah. Go, Allie. Go, Allie. It's your birthday. And playing a video game. Okay. Rock on with your bad self. Which video game is the question? I have a desire to play video games. But I feel like I'd be one of those people. I don't know if you guys ever watched The Big Bang Theory. The next door neighbor, Penny, picks up online gaming, and she becomes so obsessed that she doesn't do anything but play games. And I feel like I'm an obsessive personality. Like when I'm doing one thing, I do it a lot and I do it over and over. So I think I would have a problem. But I'm very attracted to RPGs. I am proud of you, Allie, and so far you are the queen of the stream. And literally before the end of this month, I swear I will try to find a tiara and or crown for anyone who gets the highest word count or page number edited. I got up to page 83. So for this live stream so far, I've got 13 pages listened to, and what are your major issues you find when you're editing? Like this, at this point, I'm finding stupid things. Like there's this place in my book called The Hub. And it's a capital place because it's a name, it's a proper name. But there's sometimes through the text I'm finding I didn't capitalize it. So now I'm having to do like universal searches and make sure, or I misspelled my own character's name, change their eye color. Some things are rough, man. I am so happy to be getting something done. If I get it to 100, I'd be so excited. I have to do a little dance for y'all, not just singing. And I know that's a tempting thing to see is me singing and dancing. So I have not done much this week besides stress about work and write. But I often ask the universe for signs, and I was sent some good signs for my future writing career. I asked for butterflies, and multiple butterflies have been sent to me. And also, I found a chain. I thought I had lost my this is my necklace. It's got like a little typewriter P that I found a few years ago. And it's got my other one that I got more recently is Love, Courage, and Adventure, which is, and I knew I still had the the Love, Courage, and Adventure, but I found my typewriter, and I also found the perfect chain to go with them, and I'm back to wearing it again. So it makes me feel like it's I look for positive encouragement everywhere. Yes. Why can't I be consistent? And there's certain words, like I always reverse 2 letters, like mountain and soldier. I don't know if I have an issue in my brain that's switching those, but I always switch out a few of the letters, even though I know how to spell them. Oh, yes. I've made them up. You think I spell them consistently. I think I borrowed one of your name. I borrowed Ailish. I just read through that part too, and I'm like, oh, shout out to Brenda. Shout out to Brenda. The blue stones of Ailish exist in my universe. So I hope everyone got tons done in the last sprint. Lots of editing and wonderful things. It looks like, Allie, you got the most new words. I am proud of you. Multiple, and you got some gameplay in. So, yeah, you got productivity and fun. What else could you ask for? I just wish my voice was a really sexy British guy reading my story. Although it probably wouldn't work for the young adult because half of the POVs, I have 4 POVs, half of them are female. But I don't know, sexy British guy, he can read to me. Maybe I'll find a way to make that happen. Maybe I'll get a real sexy British guy to read it. I don't know. Things, you know, stranger things have happened. All right. I like the 25-minuter. It gives me enough time to kind of sink into the story. Anyone else game for another sprint? I'm motivated. I'm focused. I'm full of tea. And I probably should be drinking more water, but all I want is weird flavored beverages. Anybody up for a sprint? Come on, guys, let's do this. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it coming on. And share your favorite writing books, because I tell you, of late, I'm actually back to reading my plot books. Take Off Your Pants is one I'm going to be taking on my trip, and also The Plot Whisperer, which is like one of my eternal favorites. The workbook is actually much better than the full book, even though I do have that and I have it on my Kindle. The workbook itself is just so visual, and I need that. So since I'll be plotting not only the short story more, I'll also be plotting my book 3 soon. I need to get back into how to make sure my story arcs are solid, and the story logic is also solid. So do you have a favorite book that you read for such things, or a favorite teacher? I find Michael Haig. I found him through the RWA, and I saw him at 2 different writing retreats. Michael Haig gives fantastic advice, and he's more of a screenwriter coach, but his stuff, he talks about Shrek and different, like, really accessible storylines that you can use. And I tell you, it's amazing how much it opened my mind to internal arcs and external arcs. And Deborah Dixon's Goal, Motivation, and Conflict is an excellent book as well. And I might bring that too. I don't know if I can should I bring all these books? I don't think I'm going to read all these books. I like to graze through the different books as I read. Oh, K.M. Weiland and James Scott Bell. Oh, he's got a podcast? Oh, James Scott Bell book and podcast. So are they together? That's new. I know K.M. Weiland. I actually have one of her books, but I've not read it yet. Janice Hardy. actually has some good stuff too on her website. It's Fiction University, I think it's called, and she really breaks down some good stuff. I think I'll have to pull out my Wyland because I know I bought it when it was on sale, but I don't think I actually read her book. And then James Scott Bell, I love his Right from the Middle, which is another one I can pull out, but I only have it on Kindle, so I worry that I won't be able to access it when I'm on vacation. I guess I could just listen to it when I get back. Okay. No, she does have a podcast. Okay. All right. Actually, I need to do that because I love podcasts. My favorite is Lindsay Broker's Six Figure Writer. And it's more of a practical like marketing one. And I just love that she's actually doing, like, her and Sarah Cannon are my two. Hello. And welcome to the live stream, Meadow. Oh, I love your name so hard. It hurts inside. You are very welcome. Please like and subscribe and hang around. We're going to be doing another sprint here in a second. I'm so happy to see you. Thank you for joining us. And we're talking about writing books and podcasts and marketing. I mean, actually, I wasn't talking about marketing, but I love to listen to Lindsay Broker concerning like how to market your books and what her processes. And she's very, good online. She's funny. And I've read a lot of her books. I actually love her books. So it's not a hard sell for me to read her stuff. So her and Sarah Cannon are my, like, how you have like mentors who don't know you. Actually, I met Lindsay at the 20 Books to 50K, and she's super nice. And she actually shared my book with her fans. And I could not be more appreciative if she ever does. Like, I thanked her, but it just meant the world to me to have somebody that I had aspired to be like, you would even talk to me and let alone share my book. So, and I met Chris Fox, and he's super nice too. And I love his marketing books as well. Right to Market. And what else is what else is his books? Pretty much anything by him. I don't like his craft books as much. I feel like he might go a different direction than I do on that. But I do enjoy his marketing stuff. I think he's a forward-thinking person. And I've read some of his, I actually listened to some of his books on audio, like, over and over again, so I could get the concepts in my head and understand them a little better. Oh, Sarah is the best. I actually might do her HB 30 or no, HB 90 class next time. Even though I do have the system, I feel like she's such a motivational person. She's so positive. I just, who doesn't need more positive and happy in their life? And I need to learn to plan so that I don't feel overwhelmed. So I don't feel like I'm failing. And I feel like I'm succeeding. So if I set proper goals and I split them into 90-day segments, then I will feel move forward faster. Okay. Well, that's good. I'm going to check out that podcast, and I'm going to pull up my bell. Thank you so much for sharing that, Barb. I super appreciate it. I mean, the 25 minutes feels good. I don't want to really go beyond that. I think that beyond that, I just, my energy level starts dropping. So I need to talk and break. Hopefully you guys are not, I'm not boring you out of your gourd. I'm still excited. I'm still happy to be here. I hope you are too. And we're going to do this again. I want you to remember why you're writing your story. I want you to dig deep and write the best you can write. I want you to write keeper shelf fiction, 5-star keeper shelf fiction. That is actually on my affirmations list. Write some 5-star keeper shelf fiction that will entertain and bring people into your community. So I think we should do it. Oh, what do I think of her system? The HB 90 is fantastic. I don't do it exactly like she does because the Kanban board is more motivational. I think if you are at home and you can look at it all the time. I did actually talk to her about this, and I think I could do a portable one, but if I'm going to do it, I want to be able to do it right. But she suggested doing like the notebook with small stickies. But I just make a task list in my, like I do like a bullet journaling like this. And I also bought her thing, and it's in a spiral keeper, not a 3-ring binder. And I review it. And every week I go back and then I review my task list. And I think it actually is very effective. I did a lot of the stuff already, but I love the way it's very geared to writers. And the Kanban board, I think, would be awesome too. I'm not at home enough for it to be motivational for me. If I were at home writing all the time, I think it'd be fantastic. But since I'm gone at work and back home, the act of making it would take more time than it would motivate me. Having the list in my portable planner works a lot better. But yeah, I think that her system's fantastic. I think the 90-day planning has helped me tremendously. I just still plan a little bit too much. I'm like, this is my project. And then I just put way too many tasks that are time consuming. I guess, you know what? Time tracking. That's something else I actually need to work on, time tracking. But we'll talk about that next time. More time. If I had a time turner, everything would be great. All right, kids. Cats and kittens. Let's get some focus on. Let's focus. I'm ready for another 25-minute. If no one is against the idea, I will say that is what we're going to do. Unless somebody has a different input for that. Oh, make it bigger. Aha! There we go. All right. Pull up your documents. Get your engine started. Need a checkered flag. On your mark. Get set. And go! that is time. How did you do? Tell me your numbers. Was it good? Are y'all warm now? Because I killed it, just to let you know. This has been very productive for me. I'm up to page 92 on my listening back edits. Found a couple more really bad, gnarly sentences and words that shouldn't have been there, or maybe words I can cut. I'm super excited. This is going extremely well. If I get 8 more pages before the end of this live stream, I will call this a total win. And then I can have dinner and then hit my another 100 pages. But I can do it. I can do it. And then I can be done with this and go on my vacation. So I'm highly motivated. Show me your numbers. Share, share, share. I would love to give you huge thumbs ups and many kudos, as well as I have yet to give spirit fingers. Spirit fingers are jazz hands in this live stream, and I am desperate to give some out. I think maybe one more 15-minute-er, and then we can call it good, because it's been almost 2 hours, and I do need to make dinner, and I'm sure y'all want to make dinner too. How you doing out there, Meadow, Barb, Brenda? Anybody want to share? Allie, are you still playing your video game, or did you get some words? If you're writing later, make a point of adding your totals below and tell me if you're liking these live streams. If so, subscribe and like. Also, if you want, you can follow me on Instagram. I'm going on vacation next week, so I'll be sharing some of my cool pictures of, you know, what I'm using for inspiration, and hopefully all of the beautiful waterfalls and things I'm going to see. So follow me on Instagram. I'll be sharing some of that with y'all. And I like to share a little bit on my daily writing and what I'm doing and what's happening on an everyday basis. So, and I love to see what you guys are doing. Okay. All's quiet on the Western Front. Well, thank you all for attending. If you don't stay through this last live stream, I really appreciate every time that when I have these, I always suspect that I'm not going to have enough energy. I'm not going to have anything to talk about. No one's going to show up. But you guys have made it just a pleasure to do these. And I really appreciate the motivation. So from the depths of my heart, thank you all for being here and sharing in the positive mojo, which is the PEM live stream, hopefully, for everyone. I think I'm going to change this to 15, and I'm going to try to get 8 pages done in 15. If anyone wants to do a longer one, I'm up for that. But you have to tell me. No, no, no. There we go. Okie doke. I think I'm about ready. 15 minutes on the clock. 15's good. Okay. I've been cutting. You know, that is fantastic. High five. The highest of fives. Virtual five. I always go a little off. This camera is always backwards. I'm going to have to get better at this. I'm excited. I'm excited to share them with you. And you know what? Everyone needs a break sometime. When I'm not hosting, trust me, I do take the occasional break. But I have cats and people and things to take care of right now. So, all right, y'all. The last one of the day. Let's get her done. Let's cut those words. Let's write those words. I am ready. I hope you are too. I'm going to hear this voice that is totally like a computer read my story to me, because they're doing a darn good job of finding my mistakes. So go on, virtual voice. I need to come up with a name for the voice of my word, because it's just like the kind of like a test. I excelled at test. Um, Harold. I think Harold is his name. All right, so Harold will be reading to me for a little bit here, and I'll be doing, hopefully, cleaning and condensing and making it sing before my editor sees it. I'm hoping that she finds it to her liking. All right. Where's my clock? Come back, clock. There she is. Hello, clock. Yeah, I definitely need a break. I need more tea. How am I supposed to be superpowered without my tea? All right, cats and kittens. Last sprint. We can do it. Oh, it's only 15 more minutes. Focus your energy. Focus your power right here. We can do it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Wah. Ooh. On your mark. Get set. Hit it. Ooh! And that, my friends, is time. Okay, since I can't make this guy speak faster, I only got to page 99, but that leaves me with only 2 pages to go before I can go have dinner. I am not angry with that. How did you guys do? Also, Oliver decided now it's time to start his caterwauling. So he's been serenading me with his tiny voice. Share your numbers. Let me know how many words you cut. Let me know if you tore yourself away from your video game to get your words in, because that's the only way we can get our creations out in the world, is to just do it. We have to just do it. And these little live streams are like little pockets of time. It's just for you and your writing. Well, I feel good. I feel good. And dinner is right around the corner. If you are enjoying these live streams, please make a point of like and subscribing. I will be doing one not next weekend because of my vacation, but probably I'm going to say, because I'm going to need to hit it hard when I get back. I'll let you know. It's probably the Wednesday after next, or yeah. So next week, not this week, but next week, Wednesday would be good, because I'll be back and I'll be ready. Yay! See, in just 2 hours. Isn't that amazing? Look at that progress. Yeah. You know what? I think you get the coveted golden double thumbs up. Oh, see, that's a great idea. I was just watching Sarah Cannon's video on making a series, because honestly, she said it in a video too, that there's nothing out there about writing series, really. There might be some like podcasts and things like that, but I don't know of any books that talk about writing a series. And watching her stuff, she talks about how to track things. Oliver, my friend. Oh, hi, Pats. Yeah, they're active. It's Zuby's time. But yeah, I would love to do a series Bible. Because I feel like some of my continuity is not great throughout. I usually just had to go back and reread the books constantly and do like searches through there to make sure, like, when I had last referenced his brother, any information about him or whatever. Like, so it would be probably save me hours of time to do a series Bible. Oliver is calling. Like London calling. Thank you all for showing up and motivating me. I super appreciate it. Thank you for coming. It's been a lovely Sunday. You guys have raised my spirits in my energy level. So I appreciate it. I'm going to go and get some tea, and then I'm going to finish these 2 pages and see if I can speed this guy's non-British accent up. And I hope you'll have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. And I will see you soon. I'm looking at next Wednesday. I want you guys to be ready for some epic word counts, because I'm going to be massively trying to catch up on my word count and do that pirate short story. Yay. I love you all. Thank you so much for showing up. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. See you next time. Bye. Bye, Allie. Bye, Cassie. Bye, Barb. Bye, Brenda. Bye, all my friends. Bye, Meadow. See you soon. Bye. And